Good job.
Thanks for persisting through yesterday. Our failed attempt to get here, and we finally made it.
Yeah, Marie's got earplugs for when we're augering, and she's auger.
So that's the whole seabird
Motley
team.
crew.
And the seabird team is funded by the Montrose settlement and the settlement that Noah got from the Montrose.
Oh, we're using heavy machinery, huh?
Stuff.
I got one.
Yeah.
Or you're next to it.
Yeah, there's only one,
So,
right?
Yeah.
So they'll take
Boss,
turns.
are you ready for your orientation?
Sure.
Three, two,
Don's already started on it. I already
I'm on
started.
vacation.
You're
now.
doing
No.
a great Well,
Lori Harvey.
welcome everybody. Is everybody here? We're waiting for one more. So I'm Lori. I'm the seabird biologist for the Montrose Seabird Habitat Restoration Program here in the Park Islands. Don, did you tell them a little bit about what Montrose is?
I did. I just remember Montrose. So
Okay. So we have three main projects, Santa Barbara Island being probably the largest in terms of scope. So out here we're looking at restoring habitat for two different seabird species. They're both alcids. One is the Xanthus merlet, the other is the Cassin's auklet. Those of you who are at Scorpion probably remember David talking a bit about the auklet. So that species is a burrow nest. There is that all of the non-native vegetation here and the lack of native sort of structural habitat has really compromised the auklet's ability to nest, right? So we're trying to increase native shrub habitat for that species. Unlike the Cassin's auklet, Xanthus merlet, they don't excavate nests. They find rocky crevices or little sites underneath shrubs, underneath native shrubs, where they can nest. So it's the same idea, a slightly different habitat structure, because they tend to nest pretty much on steep cliffs or very close to the cliff edges, right? So the site that we're looking at today actually is a gradient between what we think will be good for auklets and what we think will be good for merlets. So it's kind of cool. It's a combined approach site. Elephant Seal Cove, which is a very, very pretty spot on the northwest side of the island. And actually, it's really interesting. We started restoring that site 2 years ago, just working at a very low level. And at that time, there hadn't been any recorded auklets nesting on this island since 1994. But the following year, in 2009, we found a really, really small existing auklet colony right on the point, sort of down the cliffs, in a low cave, which is sort of combined rocky crevice habitat and burrow habitat. So it's really great that we have this small remaining colony, and then we're restoring a site right next to it with the hope that the colony will expand into this suitable habitat once it's restored. So it's super exciting. What else? Let's see. So it's kind of late and it's getting dark these days, like 5-ish, 5:30? Pretty early since the time went back. But I think it'd be nice to walk over there, show you guys the site. We might get, a little bit of work in. We're going to need to prep our sort of expanded plot that we're starting fresh this year. It's all staked out and flagged where we want each, species of plant to go, but there's a lot of ice plant that needs to be removed and piled appropriately before we can start planting. We had a really fun day Tuesday, 2 days ago. We flew 40 full 55-gallon water drums. Well, we didn't fly them. The helicopter came and picked them up and moved them for us. And 1,600 plants, right? So everything is over there waiting for us. It's pretty sweet to have the helicopter to help out with the heavy lifting. Whereas the first year we were just sort of packing as many plants as we could over, and we didn't really get that many in the ground, strangely. So I think it's a good improvement. Any questions about the site? Evacuate. It can take, hours and hours and hours to get you off the island. So, what I always like to tell people is just stay well within your comfort zone. Never do anything that you're uncomfortable with. Pay attention to your, physical limitations, what you're comfortable with. Keep an eye on your footing. It's going to be slippery over there. There's
Doesn't matter.
Catalina Island over there.